Okay, see here, in income from salary, we finished basic salary, we finished allowances, and then even provident fund theory is over. Okay. Now see, next theory is what? Gratuity. Now see, before moving to gratuity, I will discuss something about dearness allowance. Tell me, what is dearness allowance? It is an allowance given for inflation. Now see, in the question you will find two types of dearness allowance. Sometimes in the question they will write DA in terms. Sometimes they will write DA not in terms. Like see, I'll show you one question. Look at this. Can you see this question number 4? In the bracket of dearness allowance, what is written?
Not in terms.
Not in terms. And then here also you see in the bracket what is written? Next question. Not forming part of salary. So usually in dearness allowance bracket you will find something written. In terms, not in terms, forming part of salary, not forming part of salary. So this concept I am explaining. Okay. Then I will start gratuity. Now see here. What is DA in terms and what is DA not in terms? Look at this. Wait. See here. DA in terms means what you know? Your employer will give you dearness allowance and the amount will be constant, irrespective of the inflation. See, actually dearness allowance is meant for what? To face inflation. But sometimes companies' terms and conditions are such that they are going to give you a constant DA. Means they will say, see, we know dearness allowance is for inflation, but we are not going to see inflation. We will provide you a fixed amount. Yes, when we want to increase, we will increase whenever your promotion is there. But it will not increase according to inflation. It will increase according to my terms. My terms. Terms means rules. Every company has got its own rule. So if I am your boss, I will say, I will increase the dearness allowance as per my terms. It will not change according to the inflation. Even if there is lot of inflation in the market, to hell with inflation. If I want to increase, I will increase. If I don't want to increase, I will not increase. It will go as per my terms. So that is called DA in terms. Can you see on the screen? This straight line indicates what? It is a constant DA. See, by straight line what I am trying to say, it will remain constant. Constant means it will not remain fixed forever. It will change. Right now your dearness allowance is say 5,000. It will become 6,000, 7,000. But it will not change according to inflation. It will change according to my terms. That is why it is called in terms. But can you guess then what is not in terms? Yes, this DA will not fluctuate as per the terms of the boss. It will fluctuate according to inflation. Means for example, suddenly in the market you realize everything has become costly, there is lot of inflation, company will have to increase your dearness allowance. Whether they want it or they don't want it. It will not work as per their terms. It will not work as per their wish. It will go as per inflation. That's why it is called not in terms. Okay. So best is this drawing will make you understand. If the DA is like this, it is in terms. And if it is like this, it is not in terms. Means it will change according to the inflation. Okay. But see, look at this. Whether you receive DA like this or like this, in both the case you are receiving. It is your income. It is taxable. Means for taxability it doesn't make any difference. Whether DNS allowance is constant or it is fluctuating according to inflation, in income tax the rule doesn't change. Dearness allowance is dearness allowance only after all. So as an allowance it will be fully taxable. But then what is the difference then? As I said, even this dearness allowance is taxable, even this dearness allowance is taxable. So when both are taxable, then why are we discussing right now? So see the discussion. No, that is okay. See, anyways, for a student, what difference it makes? In actual life, employee is affected. His dearness allowance will fluctuate according to inflation or whatever. He is affected. As a student, what difference it makes to us? As a student, we are solving the question. So in the question, whether the DA is in terms or not in terms, as a student, you have to write in the statement because it is taxable. Then why are we studying this, Because whatever formulas I am giving in this chapter, in whichever formula there is dearness allowance, it is the DA in terms. Like in HRA, remember, students who are revising, they know in the formula of HRA, there was basic salary plus dearness allowance and turnover commission also, but which DA? In terms. In fact, in all the formulas you can generalize. Whichever formula I am going to give in this whole topic, dearness allowance will be considered in the formula only if it is in terms. And if it is not in terms, it is not considered in the formula. Why?
Because it is changing, we don't know what that is value. It fluctuates.
Because see, government is making formula. And formula, what is the nature of a formula? It is something fixed. See, why we say it is a fixed formula? What is the nature of a formula? Fixed. And something which is fixed should depend upon something which is fixed, not something which fluctuates according to the inflation. See, basically HRA and even that 12% formula, if you remember RPF, 12% of basic plus DA. See, in all the formula, government is trying to fix up something. And formula which is fixed, it should depend upon something which is fixed in nature. And what is fixed in nature? In terms DA. So that's why best thing, the best way to remember this is what, in terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula. You should remember like this only. In terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula. But see, I am talking about formula. In the main statement, both the types of DA will come. See, one main statement is also there, na? So in main statement, you don't be selective whether to take DA or not. In the main statement, DA will always come. I am talking about formula. For formula, what is the slogan? In terms, in formula. Not in terms, not in formula. Okay. Now see, this in terms is also known as DA forming part of salary. And not in terms is also called DA not forming part of salary. Can you guess why it is called forming part of salary? No, not in that sense. Forming part of salary means forming part of basic. Means it has the nature of basic. You know what is the nature of a basic salary? It remains constant. So DA also has the nature of basic. So it's become part and parcel of basic. Do you know what is the nature of a basic salary? It's constant. See, when I say constant doesn't mean it will never change. Obviously, once you do good performance in the job, if your promotion is there, your salary will increase. But that doesn't increase every day, na? For 1-2 years, your salary remains constant. So, since basic salary has a nature of constant, even dearness allowance, if it becomes constant, so it becomes part of basic. Because see, as you see, DA in terms, what did I say? It fluctuates according to inflation or it is constant in nature. It is constant in nature, and even basic salary has a constant nature. So if both have same nature, so we say it is part of salary. See, here salary means basic. Means it is part of basic. Means like basic, like DA. But And if the problem is silent, we assume it is in terms. Whenever the problem is silent, it was given, so we assumed it was in terms. And then even this question DA was given, in the bracket nothing was mentioned, so we assumed it is in terms. That's why we took it in the formula also. Okay. So one thing is over. Two types of DA I taught you. Okay. Now the next theory is of gratuity. Okay. Now see what is my plan. First I will explain the meaning of gratuity. Okay. First I will explain the meaning of gratuity and then whether it is taxable or exempt. Now see, gratuity is what you know, it is like a gift. It is like a gift which boss will give at the time of retirement. It's not a gift on occasion of birthday, marriage, etc. It's kind of a gift. Kind of means not literally gift. It's kind of a gift given by boss to his employee at the time of retirement. You know why? Because when employee retires, you know what boss says? Thank you employee for your services. For 20 years you worked for me. I am grateful. I am thankful. And when you feel grateful, you know what we say? You are expressing your gratitude. You understand what do you mean by to express the gratitude? Being grateful, being thankful, having the feeling of thank you is a feeling of gratitude. So actually boss is doing that only. And why boss is feeling that thank you? Because employee worked for him for so many years. Imagine you are my employee, your whole life you have given to me for 20 years. So obvious, no doubt I was giving you salary. But then giving your whole life to me, I have to feel thankful. And that is called I have to feel grateful. So I express my gratitude. And you know how company expresses the gratitude? Not just by saying thank you, thank you. It was nice, thank you. They express by giving money. See, there are two ways of expressing. Some people simply say thank you. But this is not oral thank you. He is literally giving you some money. Like boss will say, keep this 26 lakhs rupees. Keep this 50 lakhs rupees. I am thankful for your services. And that money given is called gratuity. See, the word gratuity has come from gratitude. To express your gratitude, okay? So this is meaning. Now next point is what? Whether it is taxable or exempt. So see, yesterday if you remember I told you, wherever income tax department feels that these things are necessary to be given, it is not unnecessarily given, it is necessary. So income tax also will exempt it. And what do you think? What government should feel? Is it a necessary thing to be given to the employee or not necessary? It is necessary. See, everyone will feel, yes, employee worked for so many years. The company should be grateful. And being grateful, they should give the money. It is necessary. And something which is necessary, government also believes it should be given. So that's why government will exempt it. But it's not fully exempt. Now look at the screen. If you are a government employee, then fully exempt. For example, you are working in government sector and you receive gratuity at the time of retirement, then it is totally tax free. What is the section? 10. You keep by hearting. See, down the line, everything you will have to remember only. Start now only. Your mentality should not be like this. Let me first understand, then I will learn. You will understand why you worried. Start learning. So what is the section? 10. Okay. And if he is government employee, then fully exempt. Now, if he is not a government employee, that means he is a private employee. Now in private sector, there are two types of employee. POGA employees, other employees. Both are employees of private sector. Okay, so now you know what I will do? I will explain what is POGA employee, what is other employee. So look, for this I have kept one chart ready. Okay, but wait, before that, what is the full form of POGA, you know? Look, Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Just read the full form, okay? Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. That is called POGA. P-O-G-A. Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Okay. Now see, what is POGA employee I'll tell you, but let me talk something about Payment of Gratuity Act. You know, for gratuity there is a law. Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. And you know why law is made? Because sometimes people are ungrateful. Some people, some employers are ungrateful. Like imagine if I say, you worked under me for 20 years, so what? You didn't work for free. I was giving you salary. Now you are retiring, get lost. Next employee means. So this is so ungrateful. There are people like this in India. So for such people, there came a law. Payment of Gratuity Act. And you know this law says what? See, dear boss, even if you don't feel grateful, you will have to compulsorily give gratuity. It is your bad nature that you don't feel thank you for someone's efforts, you don't feel the gratitude, you don't feel you go to hell. But law has made compulsory. That's why a law came. You know why the law was necessary? Otherwise, see, if I am a good person, then definitely I will feel thankful for your services and I will naturally give you gratuity. But everyone is not a good person. As you know, there are bad people also. So sometimes the companies are so bad. And imagine, think from employee's point of view. Poor employees, he worked for 15, 20, 30 years. People work for 30 years also. And at the end, they are given nothing. They are just simply told, bye, bye. So that is so ungrateful. That's why in 1972 a law came. And this law says gratuity payment is compulsory. Whether you feel grateful for employee service or you don't feel grateful, your feeling goes to hell, you will have to compulsorily give gratuity. And then a law came in 1972. In short, I am justifying why the law was necessary. But you know, this law doesn't apply to all companies. Like I am also boss. Under me also there are some 15 employees. But for me, paying gratuity is not compulsory. Because this act which I am saying is not applicable to all the companies. It is applicable only in few companies. See, government cannot make every company compulsory. Imagine, as I said, I have also got 10, 15 employees. But I am a small entity. And if law forces me, no Shirish Vyas, when your employee retire, you will have to give gratuity compulsorily. That is unfair for the boss also, no? See, when it hurts, you know, when big company, they behave miser. They don't feel grateful and they just tell employee bye-bye and they don't give gratuity. That is bad. That's why law is not compulsory for every company. This law of gratuity applies only in few companies. And if you work in those few companies, you are POGA employee. You will be POGA employee if you are working in a company where this law is applicable. You know, law applicable, that means it is a good thing. Working in such company means you are protected. In case you retire and in case your company doesn't give gratuity, you can file a case. Because in your company that law is applicable. But in every company that law doesn't apply. There are some companies, like I said, I am also having a coaching class. But in my case, the law doesn't apply. Now see, you don't have to study this law is applicable to which companies and it is not applicable to which companies. All that you don't have to study. You just remember on surface level that yes, there are certain entities where this law is applicable, but for certain entities, the law is not applicable. Like to me, the law of payment of gratuity doesn't apply. So anyone working under me is a POGA employee or other employee? Other employee. So see, this will be more clear in this chart. Read. There are two types of job. Government job, private job. See, if you are doing government job, then you are a government employee. Everyone knows. And see, in government job, you will always get gratuity. It is in private sector, some people are ungrateful. So law had to come for private sector. So see, In private sector, can you see the classification? There are some companies where gratuity payment is compulsory, but there are some other companies where gratuity payment is not compulsory. That means in these companies the law of payment of Gratuity Act doesn't apply. But these are some companies where the law is applicable. Then if you work in these companies, tell me, if you work in these companies you are called POGA employee. See, I wanted to explain this only. What is POGA employee? An employee who is working in these companies where gratuity payment is compulsory. See, I have written here. And those working in such companies where gratuity payment is not compulsory, they are other employees. But don't forget, both are private sector employee, and for private sector employee, gratuity will not be fully exempt. It will be partly exempt. But government employees, it is fully exempt. You know, in private sector, why it is always partly exempt? And in government sector, always fully exempt?
Because boss is very wealthy, so he
Perfect.
so much money.
He caught the point. Every time I give you the logic, see, you might be thinking, oh, government employees are given special treatment only. See, logic is what you know, government employee will never get exorbitant amounts. They will get reasonable amount only. So that will be exempt. But in private sector, some companies are so rich, they give the amounts in huge, means they give big amounts to the employees. Then income tax department says, see, you rich companies pay so much amount to the employee, but we cannot exempt everything. That's why in private sector always there is a limit. See, private sector anything is possible. Some people don't give on anything. But some are so well-to-do companies, they spend lavishly on the employees. So that's why limit has to be kept. So see, in private sector, gratuity is exempt up to a limit. See, that I have shown here. Look. Government employee, it is fully exempt, but here and here it is fully or partly? Partly. And you can see the formula also. There is a formula 1, 2, 3, whichever is less. Okay. But formula means automatically there is some limit. Up to that limit only it will be exempt. Okay. Now see, what is the formula? Look at this. Read. 15 upon 26 into salary per month into number of years of service. Number of years of service. See, I don't have place over there, so I have not written properly. But it is number of years of service. Okay. And then actual amount received and 20 lakhs. Wait, while I am discussing that time, you don't keep your printed book open, huh? Because you will not be able to develop good concentration. Because everything you can see in the printed book. See, I have hidden certain things. Why do I hide? Because you have to listen to something at a particular time. Otherwise, if you keep the printed book open, your eyes will go here and there, your focus will be destroyed. Okay. And see, you have to create that attention span. Nowadays, in the world of Instagram, in Reels, your attention span has lost. Means you cannot watch something for a long time. You have become impatient. So you have to develop that patience, that is most important. So, and if you don't see the notes, you will have to patiently listen, your focus and concentration will develop, and it is a good quality, okay? So, don't see the book right now, just see the screen. I will show you what I want to show, okay? So, there is a formula like this, 15 upon 26 into salary per month into number of years service, actual amount received, and 20 lakhs is a fixed amount. Out of the three, whichever is less. See, you know how to use the formula now. But now what is the logic of this formula? That I will explain. But one thing is for sure, if gratuity comes in the question, what you will do? First you will write in the inner column, then less, deduction you said? Deduction word should be used when there is some expense. Only when there is some expense, we use the word deduction. Here, is there any expenditure? No. See, government is freeing your gratuity income from tax. And where your income is freed from tax, it becomes exempt. So, first gratuity will be written in inner column, then exempt under section 1010. Then you will use this formula. Formula you can use, but what is the logic? What is weird in this formula? Can you see 15 upon 26? I will explain the concept, okay? So do one thing, to understand the concept of this, look at the screen what I am saying. To understand the concept of this, I will have to explain some rules about Payment of Gratuity Act. You know what is Payment of Gratuity Act? This is the act which is applicable in certain companies which makes gratuity payment compulsory. Okay, now if law says payment of gratuity is compulsory, law also should say how much. See, law cannot simply say boss has to give gratuity without telling the amount. So what boss will say, okay, I have to give gratuity, take 10 rupees. Gratuity 50 rupees, I gave gratuity. So see, how much gratuity should be given by the company, even that is fixed in the law. And you know what law says? Read. For 1 year service, minimum 15 days salary should be given to the employee. And 15 days salary looks very small, 15 days salary. But this is for your 1 year service. Imagine an employee who has retired, he might have retired after say 15 years, after 20 years. And for each year of your service, law says minimum 15 days salary should be given. So this is the law of Payment of Gratuity Act. And minimum means this is the bare minimum. If company wants to give more, they can give more. But this is the minimum amount, okay? Now tell me, I'll give you one example. You tell me how much this employee should receive. Try this example. Keep your calculator ready. Assume Mr. X retired and his service is 20 years.
2,60,000.
And his salary is 26,000 per month. Okay. So see, usually what a student will do, as per law, 15 days salary should be given. Okay. Now this 26,000, is it 15 days salary or per month? Per month. So normally what you do, to make it 15 days, you will make half. So half of this is what? Half of this is what? 13,000. Why did you do half? Because 15 days is kind of half month. And this is for 1 year service. And this employee worked for how many years? 20 years. So you will multiply by 20. So that will give you 2,60,000. But that's wrong. See here, I'll tell you why. Look. Tell me, yes, this 26,000 is salary of 1 month. And 1 month is treated as 26 days. 1 month is treated as 26 days. Actually, month is of around 30 days. But every month there are 4 Sundays. And salary is given for holidays or working days? Salary is for working. And you are not working the whole month. You are working only 26 days. Because 4 days are Sunday. See, I am taking 30 days is general average. Huh? In some months there are 31 days also. But in general a month is of 30 days. And from that if you remove 4 Sundays, so how many days are working days? 26. So look here. Salary of 26,000 is salary for 26 days. Actually it is per month. But 1 month is 26 days. But tell me, do I want 26 days salary or 15 days? So cross multiply. 26 days, 26,000. 15 days, how much? Cross multiply. Okay. So tell me, is the working coming something like this? See, when you cross multiply, 15 will be multiplied by 26,000 per month and divide by 26. Did you see? Are you convinced with this? So I found 15 days salary. But don't forget, 15 days salary is the right for your 1 year service. See, this is your rights. This is your right for only 1 year service. But this guy has worked for 20 years. So this you will multiply by 20. 20 times you will get. Okay. So multiply. How much you get? 3 lakhs. So, in my example, this employee should get minimum 3 lakhs as per Payment of Gratuity Act. And this same thing is my first amount. Use your brains now. Can you see this 15 by 26? Match. Match with this. Can you see the same 15 by 26? Okay. What is this? Salary per month. What is this? Salary per month. Okay. Then what is this? Number of years of service. What is this? Number of years of service. In short, I wanted to explain how did this 15 upon 26 thing came. How did this come rather? So this had come with the formula of Payment of Gratuity Act. In other words, this first amount is what this is the minimum amount which employee should receive as per Payment of Gratuity Act. And what Income Tax Department says? The minimum figure which POGA has entitled you, if you receive that much, we will exempt it, because that is the right which Payment of Gratuity Act has given you. And if you are getting the amount which is your right as per Payment of Gratuity Act, we will not even tax it. But at the same time, government says not more than 20 lakhs. Because sometimes as per Payment of Gratuity Act, you have got a right to receive 30 lakhs. See, this amount can change, no? I'll make a change only. See, imagine this 26,000 per month, his salary was say 2,60,000. Assume this salary was 2,60,000. 10 I have increased. So this will automatically become 30 lakhs. Then as per Payment of Gratuity Act, his right is he should receive 30 lakhs. So what Income Tax Department will say? See, we understand as per your Payment of Gratuity Act, you have got right to receive 30 lakhs. But sorry, we cannot exempt 30 lakhs. It is a big amount. We also have our budget. At the most, we can exempt 20 lakhs. That's why this 20 lakhs is sitting here in the formula. Logic of 20 lakhs is what that sometimes as per Payment of Gratuity Act, in your right, a huge amount comes. And as per actually Income Tax Department feels, see, whatever is your right, and if you receive that much, we will exempt also. But at the same time, it should not be more than 20 lakhs, because we also have budget. If we exempt everything, then how will we get the tax to run the country? That is why every time, they say budget. Finance Ministry is announcing the budget. They have their budget. So here, what is their budget? Maximum 20 lakhs we can exempt. But see, in this example, it was only 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs is exempt. But then we also have to see actual amount received. See, actual amount received will be definitely more than 3 lakhs. Why? Because the law says this is minimum. Minimum means minimum. So company cannot give less. They can give more. So for example, this employee's right was 3 lakhs. So employer might say, I am giving you 7 lakhs. Boss can give more, but he cannot give less. So tell me, if your boss is giving you 7 lakhs, so you enjoyed 7 lakhs, but income tax will exempt only 3 lakhs. Balance 4 lakhs will be taxable. You can substitute and see. See, this amount came to 3 lakhs. Actual amount he received 7 lakhs, and upper limit is 20 lakhs. So he received 7 lakhs. But what will be exempt? 1, 2, 3, whichever is less. What is lower amount? 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs will be the exemption. But sometimes that 3 lakhs amount will also not have value if it is big, because maximum limit is 20 lakhs. You know why this formula, like whichever is less, comes? Whenever government has got double things in mind, they make a formula. And here what are the double things? On one hand they feel whatever is your right as per Payment of Gratuity Act, we will exempt you. But on the other hand they are saying not more than 20 lakhs. That's why a formula whichever is less. See, people do not know the logic of this formula. They simply mug up. They simply buy it. But if you understood the formula, you will like it. And if you don't understand, if I ask you to by heart, you will hate. And the moment you start hating the subject, it becomes difficult to pass. And you will love it if you understand the concept. Okay, now, this is for POGA employee. Now there is one more employee called other. What is other employee? He is working in a company which is private sector only actually. It is private sector. But he is working in a company where gratuity payment is not compulsory. Means in his company the law doesn't apply. So that means it's not compulsory that he should receive gratuity. But still if he receives, it is his luck. Still if he receives, he is lucky that he received. And then it will be exempt up to a limit only. See, if he is not receiving, it's bad luck. Then we will not even discuss taxable exempt. We discuss taxable exempt when you receive something. And other employees, whether they receive or not, it's not compulsory. But by chance if they receive, it will be exempt as per the formula 1, 2, 3, whichever is less. And here if you see, the formula is almost same. What change did you notice? Instead of 15 by 26, it is 1 upon 2. You know why? Because see, it is POGA who treats 1 month as 26 days. But generally public treat 1 month as 30 days. So tell me, if you treat 1 month as 30 days, so 15 by 30 instead of 15 by 26 will make it half only. See, it is the thinking of Payment of Gratuity Act that 1 month should be treated as 26 days. But that is in Payment of Gratuity Act. What is the general mentality? 1 month is of 30 days. So you only think, if instead of 15 upon 26, I would have done 15 upon 30. Then 15 upon 30 is divisible. It will become half only. So that's why your half is there. Okay. Now see, actually for other employees there is no law. But what income tax department feels, that if other employee receives gratuity, he should receive this much based on half salary. See, there is no law as such. If you don't receive the gratuity, you cannot even file a case. Because for other employees, receiving gratuity is not compulsory. But in case he receives, what is the reasonable amount he should receive? That is half salary. Means this is the thinking of income tax law. There is no payment of gratuity law to protect the employee. But in case he receives, he should receive a reasonable amount of half salary. And here half means literally half. 15 upon not 26, 15 upon 30. And the difference is coming why you know, because here the thinking of income tax law prevails. And here the thinking of Payment of Gratuity Act prevails. And when there are two different laws, they have different mentality. See, here you are governed by Payment of Gratuity Act, so we will go as per the provisions of Payment of Gratuity Act only. But for this employees, there is nothing like Payment of Gratuity Act, so that's why we go as per income tax law. And income tax law doesn't say 1 month is 26 days, it says 1 month is 30 days. Do you know the reason why Payment of Gratuity Act says 1 month should be treated as 26 days? Sundays is okay, but they could have said this way also, no, okay, Sunday, one day it's okay, we will treat 1 month of 30 days only. If they would have treated 1 month of 30 days, employee would have received less amount. Try. See here. If I keep this 26 days as 30 days only. Instead of 26, if you keep it 30, if you make it 30, so what amount you get? 2,60,000. Means employee would have received only 2,60,000. Means his rights will reduce. And Payment of Gratuity Act is trying to protect the employees. It is working in the favor of employees. See, try to understand, Payment of Gratuity Act is meant not for the companies. It is for the safety and security of the employees. And to favor the employee, what they are saying, why 1 month should be 30 days? employee is given salary for working and is working only for 26 days. And if you take 26 days as the base, he will receive more. And actually law wants that he should receive more. They are trying to favor the employees. That's why they took 26 days. But tell me here for other employees, is there any law like Payment of Gratuity Act? No. So here nothing like partiality to favor employees. Here the law is neutral. See, POGA is trying to be partial with employees, that he should get more amount, he should get more amount. That's why they are taking 26 days. But for other employees, there is nothing like POGA. And income tax law doesn't become partial. They treat everyone normal. So that's why they are applying the normal mentality of 30 days. That's why 30 days, and that's why 15 upon 30 will become half. Okay. Now it looks like everything is over. But it's not over. Now there are still more points. You know where? Look. Tell me 15 upon 26 you multiply by what? Now the next question is, what is salary per month? What is salary per month? Basic salary, dearness allowance, both the dearness allowance, in terms, not in terms, both. See, generally in all the income tax formula, it is DA in terms only. In terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula. This is the general mentality. But in POGA employees formula, we will take DA whether in terms, not in terms, both the dearness allowance will be taken. Because see, this thinking, in terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula, this is the thinking of income tax law. But here, who is dominant? Income tax law, Payment of Gratuity Act. Payment of Gratuity Act. And what Payment of Gratuity Act says? Whether DA is in terms or not in terms, we will consider both. This way, employee will get more amount. Please understand the feeling. Time and again you will feel POGA is trying to favor and it is being partial to employees. See, if law would have been like this, in terms, in formula, not in terms, no. No means amount will become small and employees will receive small. But the Act doesn't want that employees should receive small amount. The Act is favoring employees. That's why what they are saying, to hell with in terms, not in terms. Whether DA is in terms, not in terms, we will consider it in salary. And if it is always considered, your salary figure will be little big. Big because basic plus DA. And if this amount becomes big, employee's right will be more. He will be able to receive more amount. Okay. So see, and one more thing, salary keeps fluctuating. Sometimes your salary was 10,000, then you got increment of, it became 12,000. So which salary you have to take? You have to take the latest salary. Latest means at the time of retirement. See, gratuity comes when? At the time of retirement. And during this service, you might have received different amounts of salary in different time. Your salary keeps changing. See, you work for 20 years. Is it possible that for all 20 years your salary was same? Not possible. Your salary changes. So which salary you have to take? The salary at the time of joining? No. Salary at the time of retirement, latest. And you know, latest amount will be little big. Obviously, when anyone retires, his last salary will be big. And if it is big, employee will get big amount. So see here, what I have written, read.
Latest basic per month.
You will have to take latest basic salary per month and latest dearness allowance per month. In bracket what I have written? Both means whether in terms or not in terms. And notice here it is per month. In my example also this 26 on was what? Per month. Okay. Then in other employees, again there is salary. But you know, your salary means what? Basic DA in terms. Not in terms, not in formula. and turnover commission. Because this is income tax law. See, for other employees, there is nothing like payment of Gratuity Act. So they are governed by income tax law, and income tax law has a fixed definition. Whenever they think about salary, they mean to say basic, DA in terms, and turnover commission. And here it is not latest, average. Average salary, average. How to find average, I will tell you. But you know why average? Because in other employee, income tax law is becoming neutral. They are not becoming partial to employees. See, POGA has the mentality of what? Be partial. Like for example, if I be partial to my students only, and if I want to ignore ICI, I will see to that students should get a simple paper in exam. If I am being partial to you. So like POGA is this way only. POGA is partial to employee. Employee should get more amount. And that is possible if last salary is taken, latest. But other employees, they are not governed by POGA. So for them, we don't take latest salary, we take average. Because see, gratuity you receive after retirement, and you retired in 20-25 years service. So during the whole service, your salary fluctuated so many times. So which salary should be given importance? Which salary should be given importance? Average salary. And here average means what you know? Not average of your all 20 years service. Because see, in your 20 years service, the time when you joined, you might have joined with some 1,000 rupees salary only. Because 20 years back when you joined, that time your salary was very small. So when I say average, it is recent 10 months. During your service, your last 10 months, whatever salary you had earned, average of that. See, basically average means what you know, neither we want to give importance to the latest salary, nor the old salary. We want to average out. But for average, we will not take very old salary at the time when he joined. Imagine you joined some company 20 years back. That time your salary was nothing. At the time of joining, you might have got some very nominal amount. So that salary we will not see. Average means your recent 10 months. And your recent 10 months means what you know? The month in which you retired, you ignore it. Immediately preceding 10 months, salary is average. See, 10 months is a fixed rule. By heart 10 months. 10 months, 10 months, 10 months, average of 10 months, average of 10 months. And logic of 10 months is what you know? We want to see his recent salaries average. And see, recent period can be 9 months also, 8 months also, but law has fixed as 10 months. His idea is we will not see the average of your last 20 years service, because some data is very old, and such old and outdated data should not be considered. What is the fresh data? Last 10 months. So during the last 10 months, if your salary fluctuated, means during the last months it was 15,000 earlier, then it became 17,000. It fluctuated. So in last months, whatever was the fluctuation, we will average out. How to actually do, I will show you with the help of a sum. But look, read what I have written. Read average of basic salary per month, then average of dearness allowance per month, but in terms. Can you see in terms is written? Wait, I'll show you. Then average of turnover commission per month. Then average of how many months? Preceding 10 months. What do you mean by preceding? Don't take the month of retirement. So if you retired in the month of December, ignore December. Ignore before December what you had, November, and then go backward, November, October, like that. How many months? 10 months. 10 months is a fixed rule. Huh? Basically government doesn't want to give importance to last salary, because last salary will always be big. And that big thing POGA wants to do, because POGA is wanting employees should get big amount only. So see, if you understand with concept, you will appreciate the difference. Otherwise you will criticize, what nonsense, here it is like this, here it is like this, what is the nonsense? Unnecessarily they are complicating. But see, if you understand the logic, you will appreciate the difference. And the logic is, here POGA wants to favor the employee, so latest. But here favoring or neutral? Neutral, so average. An average of preceding 10 months. Now see how to find this average. I'll just show you one template. Look at this. Something like this working you have to do for average. What did I say right now? Average of preceding 10 months. That means see the month in which you retire. See actually this is a working of some summer. That question I will take. But I don't want you to wait till the sum. I am also not having that patience. I want to show you right now only. So see, assume you retired in the month of November. So go backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see 10 months? And then you will write all the basic salary of different months. Then DA in terms, turnover commission. Then how to find average? Total up. Divide by 10. This also total up. Divide by 10. Average how to find? Add all, divide by 10. Mean, median, mode, mean, average. So turnover commission also add all 10 months, then divide by 10. And then average of basic, average of DA, average of TC, this you have to add. And then this figure will be multiplied by half. What was the formula? Half into salary. So half into which salary? This salary, this one. We will see how to actually prepare this in the sum. So this was another employee. Last point. Can you see this number of years of service? Sometimes you know this number of years of service is in fraction. See here, this employee worked for exact 20 years. 20 years was in fraction or round figure? It was a round figure. But always you don't retire at a round figure. Sometimes your service comes in fraction. Say for example you worked for 20 years and 7 months. Your actual service when you count it comes to 20 years and 7 months. Then what to do? Law says we don't want to keep it in fraction. So see what is the rule? If the fraction is more than 6 months, more than 6 months is like more than half year. 1 year is of 12 months. So more than 6 months means more than half year. Then you treat it as a full year only. So if the fraction is more than 6 months, you treat it as a full year. So tell me, if it is 20 years and 7 months, so 7 is greater than 6, so you will count it as 21 years only. See, 20 we already have, and that 7 months we made it 1 year. So it will become 21 years. Only when the fraction is greater than 6. Are you noticing I am stressing on greater than 6. Exact 6 don't round off. Exact 6 don't round off. If it is exact 6, you will keep 20 years only. Then ignore the fraction. It should be more than 6 months. Then only you will round off. Okay. And that rounding off thing is only in POGA employee. Only in POGA employee you have to round off. But for other employee, no rounding off. Even if it is 20 years and 11 months. 11 months means the year was about to get over. But still 20 years, 11 months, what is 11? It's a fraction. It's an incomplete year, ignore it. You will keep 20 years only. Are you noticing the difference? Here you will round off the fraction if greater than 6 months, and here you will ignore the fraction. Why? Yes, very good. See, payment of Gratuity Act is meant for the employees. It is trying to favor. So what it says, if the fraction is little bit more than 6 months, you will round off. And if 20 years is treated as 21 years, employee will get more amount because they want to favor the employees. But for other employees, there is no one who is favoring them. They are governed by neutral income tax law. And in neutral thinking, fraction should be ignored. See, when we say number of years, it should be number of years. And 11 months, 10 months is years or months. So ignore it. We ignore the fraction. You know, all this becomes sometimes confusing where to round off, where to not. See, if you understood conceptually, you will not make mistake. But see, still I have some technique for this. But this technique I usually use in my Hindi batch because there is some Hindi word which is going to come, but it is understandable. See, poga round off hoga. If he is not poga, round off nahi hoga. Poga round off hoga. And if he is not poga, round off nahi hoga. Nahi hoga means you will not round off. Okay. So you have to rhyme with poga. Poga to hoga. If he is not poga, nahi hoga. And how will you come to know he is poga? Poga hoga to likha hoga. Likha hoga means it will be written. So this is the way you have to remember. Poga hoga to likha hoga. And poga round off hoga. And if he is not poga, round off nahi hoga. See, these techniques are necessary because see, concept is fresh right now. Right now everything is fresh. But after some time when the memories will fade away, that time these techniques will be memorable. Poga to hoga. What hoga? Round off. And not poga, then round off nahi hoga. Gratuity is over. Immediately I will take one question now. Fix this thing in your mind. Huh? Fix it. See, don't think it's a big chart. See, hardly you have to remember what. See, this formula if you remember, here it is opposite. Tell me, wait. Before I go to the sum, what are the three distinctions between the formula poga employee and other employee?
26
Three distinctions, three. First, here it is 15 by 26, here it is half. Here salary means latest basic, latest DA both. Here salary means average basic, average DA in terms, average turnover commission, average of preceding 10 months. Then third difference, here fraction round off if it is greater than 6 months. Here ignore the fraction. Okay. So these are the differences between the two formula.
If you quote a number of years, 20 years, 5 months, then 20 years.
Tell me in Poga employee if it is 20 years, 5 months,
20 years.
then it is 20 only. See, I said Poga round off hoga, but Poga also round off kab hoga? If fraction greater than 6 months. Only when the fraction is greater than 6 months. Otherwise in Poga also ignore the fraction. Okay. See, if it is like this 20 years, 6 months and 1 day also.
21.
6 months, 1 day. He worked for 20 years, 6 months and 1 day.
21 years.
So it is becoming more, the moment it is more by 1 day also, it should be rounded off. But it should be greater than 6 in Poga. One question we will take now. It is question number, sorry. For this, it is not possible to take the question from the book. I have created one extra question. Because in the book, the question which you have, it has got some other things which I have to yet teach. And my wish is what, first I will settle gratuity with one question, then only I will take up some new thing. And see, you don't have to write this question now. You write it at home. Anyways, this iPad notes I share with you on my app. So while you are writing the notes, write this question also. But write the question in the question book, not in the theory book. Okay. So this is a question. Do one thing, keep the statement ready like this. Wait, in your question book you will have to leave this much place. Leave this much space for writing the question. Ready with the statement? Question you write at home. Right now you keep the statement ready. Ready? Okay, now let's start. Huh? This is ready or not? Now read. What is given? Mr. X retired. And he retired on which date? 30th November. See, the moment you see the question is on retirement, you should always draw one timeline. Because you know, in retirement question, what mistake is possible? By mistake, you will multiply everything by 12 months. Without realizing that he didn't work for 12 months, he retired in the middle. So see, since he has retired on 30th November, you have to make a timeline like this. Timeline means I mean to say this thing. See here. Our year is what? Do you know our year is April 24 to March 25? Year is fixed, huh? In between that he retired on 30. Wait, don't write, do one thing. Let me explain one more thing also, then you draw properly, wait. So this 30th November, can you see I have marked here? He has retired. And then see, his salary, can you see basic salary? Read this point. It was 10,000 per month up to June. Then from 1st July it became 12,000. You know, deliberately in this question I took two basic salaries to explain the importance of average. Because recently I taught you the concept of average. And see, the importance of average comes when salary changes. If your salary is same only, the average will come to the same figure. So that's why in the question purposely I gave two basic salaries. And see, that also it is changing after June. Huh? So can you see this 30th June? Now see, this 30th June I have written here also. So tell me, before 30th June what was his salary? Where did I get this 10,000 per month? From the question. And from 1st July it became 12,000 per month. So here I have written 12,000 per month. Now you draw. See, now it will become easy for us to calculate the basic salary also. Means for the main statement you leave some space. Huh? At the bottom of the page you can draw this timeline. At the bottom of the page, or if you are not able to decide, at the top margin also you can do it. Because this working is not compulsory, this is just for our sake. Did you draw this thing? So now tell me accordingly what should be his basic salary?
Up to 30th June.
Yes, 10,000 per month up to 30th June. So you have to count the months, no? Count?
3 months.
April, May, June. 3 months. So 10,000 you will multiply by 3 months. And here how many months are there?
5 months.
After June it is July, August, September, October, November. 5 months. So see how I have done the presentation. Look at this. Right, basic salary. $10,000 into 3 months, 12,000 into 5 months, 30,000 and 60,000. Then see, next in the question is what? DA, 8,000 per month. So multiply by how many? 8 months. See, everything you are taking for 8 months. Why? Because after 8 months he retired, and after retirement we don't get salary. So if you remember in that gratuity, when you take average of 10 months, what did I say? Average of preceding 10 months. Month of retirement you have to ignore. But that is just for average. Huh? But for his salary, he will get salary for November also. See, he worked till 30th November. So imagine you are the employee, and if you work till 30th November, will you not take the salary of November? You will take. Salary you will get for November also. But when you are calculating that average, see what was there? Look. It was average of preceding 10 months, and preceding means month of retirement should be ignored. Ignored only for the purpose of average working. But actually that month you have received salary. So in the statement you will write salary till November. But be careful when you are taking the average. In the working note you will take only preceding 10 months. You will ignore the month of retirement. See why I am stressing on this, because some students, what they misunderstand, that in the main statement also you have to ignore the month of retirement. Why? In the main statement I am writing what? Whatever I am receiving. And don't you think I will receive the salary of November also? I work till the last day. So you have to write the salary till November. So tell me till November how much is your DA? 8,000 into 8 months, full 8 months. So that comes to how much? 64,000. See, for DA in terms, not in terms, not given means it is in terms. Huh? But anyways, here it doesn't make any difference. Huh? Here while writing DA, whether in terms, not in terms, both are taxable. It is just when we are using the formula, you have to be careful. In terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula. But in POGA it's not like that. Huh? POGA, both. POGA mein sab hoga. Means in POGA everything is hoga. DA in terms, yes. Not in terms, yes. Both yes. So this was DA. Then next point is what? Conveyance allowance. Conveyance allowance is an allowance. Did you notice? An allowance means TC hut, TC udhar. So tell me where is it in TC hut, TC? TC udhar, see. Amount exempt is amount spent. But amount spent is not given. Assume fully spent. Last lecture I asked you to write a note also. If in TC udhar amount spent is not given, assume full spent. All amount is spent. So fully exempt. But first 1,000 into how many months? 8 months. See what I have done? Directly I put dash. You can do shortcut. If you want, you can write in the inner column. Then you will have to minus full only. Because spent amount is not given there. Assume fully spent. So first writing in inner column, then deducting, it will take time. To save the time, you can put directly dash. In bracket, you have to mention the section. Exam under section 10, 14. Then, done till here. Next point is what? Gratuity. Okay, now, once you see gratuity, what you will start thinking? Yes, see, whenever I am giving you the chart is the line of thinking. The way the chart is given, that is the way you should think. So think like that. Is he government employee? No. Because if he is government employee, they will mention. Then, is he POGA employee? No. See in the question, they have not written. Wait, where is the question? Yeah. What did I say? POGA hoga, likha hoga. If he is POGA, they will mention. But they have not mentioned. So that means he is POGA or not POGA? Not POGA. So he is other employee. So we will use which formula? 15 by 26 or half? That half formula, okay. But see, formula will come in working note. Here in the main statement, you will first write it in the inner column. and formula working you will show it in the working note. So write gratuity in the inner column. In the question it is given 14 lakhs. Huh? After this what you will write? Less, very good. Exempt under section 10(10). Are you observing the section? It is 10(10). So write less exempt under section 10(10). And there you will write note number 1. What you will write? Note number 1. In the bracket you mention here, huh? Note number 1. Then leave some 2-3 lines and go to the working note. Exemption you will show in the working note. Ready? See, the working note is like this. Have I written the formula correctly? Check my formula. Is it correct? It should be half only, right? Only when there is POGA employee we do that 15/26. Did you write? And see, here you have to leave some space, huh, for substituting the figures. Ready everyone with this? Now see, this half will remain half. But what is salary per month? Average. See, at this stage, you should be reminded of this chart. Look, I am using other employees formula, and for that salary working is like this. Average of preceding 10 months. Okay. So find out the average. What I'll do, I will prepare a working note. See, in the next slide you will find a working note. And tell me what I've done. First I've written the month of November. See, you should go reverse. Better to go reverse. November month you write in the 11th line. Why 11th line? Because that I have to ignore. So if I ignore the 11th line, I will be left with 10 lines. And see why I have drawn this arrow, Can you see this arrow? This is to show that you go reverse. Reverse working of preceding 10 months. Copy this. Average salary per month. See, if you look at January, you will wonder how did January came. So don't see January. You will keep wondering how did it come. It is reverse. November, it was given in the question. He has retired in the month of November. I'll do one thing. I will put a cross mark here. Huh? To show what? Month of retirement should be ignored. Now tell me what is the basic salary?
90,000.
Month wise, tell me month wise. What was his basic earlier?
10,000.
It was 10,000 till June. So what you will do, till June means look at this. Look here, look. Till here you will write 10,000. After that it became 12,000. See, I have written here. Till June it is 10,000. Correct? And after that, look, it has become 12,000. See, average doesn't mean a 10 plus 12 divided by 2. Not that average. Average of the preceding 10 months. So now total of the column of basic salary 1 lakh 8,000, and then you will divide by 10. That comes to 10,800 per month. Okay, then what about DA? DA will be taken only if it is in terms. In the question nothing is given, we assume it is in terms. So in terms, in formula. And what about turnover commission? Not in the sum only. So not in the sum, not in the formula. So see what I have written here, look. Dearness allowance 8,000. Where did I get 8,000 from? Here, see, in the question it was given 8,000 and it was constant. Here there was no change. No change in DA. Constant DA. And turnover commission 0. So, fast, be quick. What is the answer then?
8,000.
Average of DA 8,000. And what is the average of turnover commission? 0. So now we have to add 10,800 per month. That is average basic. Average DA 8,000 per month. So total is 18,800 per month. Fix this format in your mind. Now whenever gratuity is there in the question of other employees, in other employees only this headache of average is there. Getting 18,800. Now substitute this figure in the formula. Half into 18,800. Okay, number of years of service, see, I will show you the question. In the question, see, I have given 25 years, 8 months. Tell me, will you see the fraction or ignore the fraction? Ignore it. See, it is poga to hoga. But he is not poga, nahi hoga. What nahi hoga? Round off nahi hoga. So ignore the fraction, keep it 25 years. How much you are getting? 2,35,000. Then actual amount received? 14 lakhs is the actual amount received. Actual means the question amount given in the question. 14 lakhs. See, in the question I had given this much only. 14 lakhs. Actual amount received. Then 20 lakhs is a fixed amount. Then out of the 3 you have to select whichever is lower. What is lower? 2,35,000. And this will minus now.
11 lakhs.
Yes. So when you minus 2,35,000, outer column you get 11,65,000. Finish it fast. Gross salary 13,19,000. Then deduction under section 16. So final answer is 12,69,000 after deducting 50,000 standard deduction. Done? Now tell me, ready? tell me, what if the employee was POGA employee? Tell me what changes will happen here. Yes, first change is this will become 15 by 26. Yes, your salary will be average or latest? Calculate and show me what is the latest. See, what was the theory for this? Latest basic plus latest DA both. So tell me, what is this latest basic? Basic is 12,000 per month. Latest means the last drawn basic, 12,000. And DA 8,000. Total up 20,000. Getting? See, latest means this 12,000 only, and in DA only one amount is there, so that is latest. So add, you get 20,000. So tell me, this amount will become 20,000. It will be a big amount, huh? And number of years, if he is POGA, then round of hoga. Means instead of 25 years, it will become 26. Because the fraction is more than 6 months. So 25 will become 26. So even this will change. See, whenever POGA employee, you will find 3 changes. First, the ratio will change from half to 15 by 26. And salary will become not average, it will be latest. And in number of years, you will have to round off the fraction if greater than 6 months. So that's it. If this is thorough, gratuity is done. It's done. So now what is the next theory? Check the status. See, once anything is done, you know, we have to always see this page. Which page? This page. Wait. This is the checklist. This is the checklist. One by one from this we have to finish. Okay. So last what we did was gratuity. See, I am highlighting here gratuity. Till gratuity we have done. Now tell me what is the next theory? Pension. Okay, we are starting with pension. Ready everyone? Pension is starting. Now look. First I will explain what is pension. And then I will explain taxable or exempt. So tell me, what is pension? Correct. It's a monthly income given to you after retirement. See, it is like your salary only. But the word salary is used while you are in the service. But after service, every month sitting at home which you get, that is called pension. So it's a monthly amount given to the employee after the retirement so that he can survive in old age. See, because when the employee was young and energetic, he was working and generating the salary income. But after so many years of service, he becomes old. So in his old age also, he needs to survive. So for his survival, company gives him pension on month-to-month basis. And it is given till he dies. Till he dies. But it is a small amount. Huh? Means while you are working, you might be getting salary of 50,000 per month. But pension you are getting sitting at home. You will get not a big amount, say 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, every month you will get. But a small amount you will keep getting every month till you die. Okay. So that is pension. Now the main point is whether it is taxable or exempt. That depends upon, there are 2 types of pension. Look, there are 2 types of pension. One is called commuted pension. Other is called uncommuted. What did I say? Can you spell it? Commuted pension. Other is called uncommuted pension. See, only when you understand what is commuted, what is uncommuted, you will understand taxable exempt. Okay? So see, I am explaining what is commuted pension. You know what is commuted pension? If you request the boss, that boss, instead of giving me every month a small amount, give me a lump sum amount. This is called commuting the pension. Commuting means converting monthly pension into lump sum. See, difference is what? Monthly pension you will keep getting month to month till you die. But lump sum pension you will get in one shot, but a big amount. So if employee tells his boss, boss, do one thing. Don't give me every month small amount. Give me whatever you want, but give me in one shot a big amount. You know why is he requesting? Maybe he is in need of money. Maybe he wants to get his daughter married. For marriage expense, he needs a big amount. So he is requesting his boss that boss, anyways you are going to give me the pension. But do one thing, I am requesting instead of giving me every month a small amount, give me a big amount in lump sum. If you do like this, we say your pension is commuted. It is converted into a lump sum amount. But tell me, if you don't tell your boss anything, then by default what boss will do? He will give you monthly only. Then it is uncommuted. Uncommuted means you didn't request the boss for lump sum. So if you don't request, your pension will remain monthly. And if your monthly pension remains monthly, it is unchanged, uncommuted. So tell me, if someone says my pension is uncommuted, that means what? It is monthly and you have kept it monthly only. You want to receive monthly only. It's your choice. But if someone says, no, I got my pension commuted, that means you got it converted into lump sum. But you know what is the disadvantage of lump sum amount? You will get only once. But then it will be a big amount. It will be a big amount. So see, this I have written here. Look at the screen. Pension can be of two types. Wait. Read. Uncommuted is called monthly pension. Commuted is lump sum. And see what I have written here. It is a monthly income after the retirement. Now the main question is what? Taxable or exempt? So see, this pension will be fully taxable. Which one? Uncommuted. Because see, uncommuted pension is like a monthly pension. So tell me, when you are doing this service, every month you are getting the salary, it was taxable or not? So this is kind of your salary only. It is just salary was given during the service, this is given after the service. But just as your salary was taxable on year-to-year basis, this will become also taxable on year-to-year basis. So this is taxable. But if you commute your pension, if you take the whole pension in lump sum, then it will be exempt. You know why? Because when you convert your monthly pension into lump sum, you get a big amount. And such a big amount, if it becomes taxable, employee will be burdened. And you know what government thinks? We don't want to harass that old guy. Because retired person is a person of old age. And what government thinks? Already that old person has paid lot of tax when he was young, energetic during his service. Now he has retired. Let him retire peacefully. In his old age, we don't want to harass him by taxing him. See, imagine you are 60 years old and you retired. So what government thinks? 60 years old, that means throughout your life you paid lot of taxes. Now at least at old age, government doesn't want to harass you. That's why government says, oh, you're retired? Okay, enjoy the lump sum amount. Enjoy the lump sum amount, we will not tax you. Government doesn't prefer to tax. Now you will say, but then why are you taxing this amount? See, this is a small amount. Uncommuted means what? Every month say you will get 4,000 rupees, 10,000. So in a year you don't get a big amount. And up till a particular amount, income tax is also tax free. You know, when I will explain tax rates, you know, I have not yet explained the percentages of tax. You remember my first lecture? You don't remember. You don't revise anything, I am agree with you. You remember my first lecture, I told you there are some tax percentages which I have not explained. But when you study about tax percentage, you will realize up to a particular level the tax is 0%. So see, 0%. Now what is that level? Don't ask me now. If I start discussing about the percentage, we will get diverted. But right now just remember, up to a particular level, the tax is 0%. So that uncommuted pension thing, it will be a small amount. So it looks like taxable, but actually tax will not come only. Because as I said, if your income is up to a particular level, the tax is 0%. Only when your income crosses a level, the tax comes at a particular rate. Okay. So in short, why did I show this? Because I wanted to tell you what I wanted to tell you, what that uncommuted pension, it looks like taxable, but it is not a burden because it will be a small amount. And as I said, up to a particular level, the tax is zero, so that is not a tension. But if lump sum amount is taxed, so you know this lump sum amount sometimes it is 25 lakhs. 27 lakhs. So such a big amount you receive in one shot. And if you have to pay tax, it will be a burden on him. And government doesn't want to burden that old age person. Okay. That is the thinking of the government. That's why look what I have written here. Commuted pension is exempt. And the moment I say exempt, section 10, and here it is 10(10)(a). What was gratuity? 10(10). What was SPF? 10(11). RPF? 10(12). HRA? 10(13)(a). All other TC or TC other allows 10(14). Please keep remembering the section. Later I will give you one technique also, one method of remembering. But see, don't always depend upon shortcuts and the method given by sir. You also put your efforts. Unless you put your effort, result will not come. Even if I sit with you 24 hours and I keep teaching you, result will never come unless you put your own hard work. So this is over. Uncommuted pension taxable, commuted pension exempt. But now the question is how much exempt? So now you are smart enough to tell me how much? Government employee fully exempt, other employees partly exempt. So now you should be used to all this. Government employee fully exempt, other employees partly exempt. Now see, partly means what? Look here, look. Like this. Exempt up to 50% or 33.33%. Now see, what is this 50%, what is this 33.33%? It is not possible to understand now. This you can understand with the help of a question only. So my plan is what immediately I will take up one question. In the question when figures are there, with figures if I explain you, it will become simple for you. Right now see, if I try to struggle that 50% is this, see, don't think it is simple, huh? So you know what you might be thinking right now? Okay, whatever amount you received, 50% is exempt. It's not that simple, dear. Had it been that simple, I would not have taken the footage that we will solve a question and I'll explain. I would have explained it easily. This looks like simple. What? 50 and 33.33. But there is some interesting calculation which is better understood in the form of a question. So that's why for the time being, just ignore this. This much chart, do you remember now? Without looking, you tell me. Pension, uncommuted, commuted. Uncommuted, fully taxable. Uncommuted means month to month you get. And commuted, exempt under section 10(10)(a). Government employee fully exempt, other employees partly. Some 50%, 33% is there. What is exactly? Sir will explain in the question. So let us take one question. Now this question is from the book only. Question number 4. Question number 4. Okay, do one thing. Keep this statement ready. Statement of income from salary. See the way I have prepared a statement ready. Statement of income from salaries. Ready? Now read the question. Read what is given. Mr. X retired. Circle the word retired. Underline the date. And what did I say? Whenever you see a question retirement, you should draw a timeline. Otherwise, what mistake will happen? Everything per month you will multiply by 12. But he did work for 12 months. He retired in the middle. So see, I have drawn a timeline here. Can you see? April to March is our year. And he has retired on 31st of October. Ready? So tell me first point is what? Basic salary, 26,000 per month. So multiply by 7 months. So multiply by 7. Yes, so that comes to 1,82,000. Right, basic salary 26,000 into 7 months. Then, wait, in DA they have given not in terms. Now see, not in terms means DA, look, DA is like this or like this. It's like this, it will fluctuate according to inflation. It will not change as per the terms of the boss. But then what did I say? See, whether DA is in terms or not in terms, both are taxable. Both are taxable. So right now you should not pay attention to in terms, not in terms. Only when we are using the formula, that time we have a slogan, in terms, in formula, not in terms, not in formula. But at the time of formula, right now I am preparing a statement. In statement all the DAs are taxable. And what is the amount? 4,000 is per month, so multiply by 7 months. That comes to 28,000. 28,000 DA. Okay, now you try this thing, pension. Till DA you did, everyone. Now do one thing, I want you to try on your own. What does this sentence mean and what will you do with that? Put some time and then I will explain, it will make sense. Try. I know you will not get the right answer because I haven't explained the full theory yet. But at least to some extent you try whatever you understand. Okay. Okay, now tell me, look here. What are the two methods of receiving the pension? Some people says, no, I want monthly basis only. So it is uncommuted. And some people say, no, I don't want monthly. It's so boring. Every month small amount. Give me lump sum. Okay. But there are some people who want partly monthly, partly lump sum. See, actually some people are not able to take decision. We also get confused many times or not. See, some people are clear, I want lump sum pension. And some people are clear that I want monthly only. But some people are confused. What they think, that I want some pension on month-to-month basis, some in lump sum. And he is kind of that person only. See in the question what they have written. His pension was fixed at 1500 per month. Means actually boss told him, you will get a pension of 1500 per month. And he was not able to decide, he got confused. What was the confusion? Should I take 1500 on month-to-month basis? Or should I convert into lump sum? He was confused. So what he did? He said, he requested boss, look, out of which means, out of which? Yes, out of sentence, feel the sentence. His pension was 1500 per month, out of which? Means out of 1500. Means imagine boss is standing in front of you saying you will get 1500. So what you said? No, 1500 out of this. What is written? He commuted 60%. So 60% of what? Out of which means out of 1500. So tell me, look at this. Out of 1500, 60% comes to how much? 900. For this he is telling the boss that I want to commute it. Commute means what? Means now you will not get 900 month to month, you will get lump sum. Because commuting means this amount will get cancelled. Because 900 is per month and commuting means is it per month or lump sum? So this will get cancelled and you will get a lump sum amount. How much? 4,20,000. It is given in the question. Did you understand why did I cancel 900? See, pension originally it is monthly only. But when we convert into lump sum, so obviously your monthly pension gets cancelled. And in place you got lump sum of 4,20,000. But tell me, he commuted how much? He commuted only 60%. So if 60% is commuted, how much is uncommuted? 40%. So tell me this 40% of 1500 comes to how much? 600. Tell me, will I cancel this or it will remain as it is? Uncommuted means unchanged. It is monthly, it will remain monthly only. And this you will get month to month, till you die. But are we preparing the statement till you die or till March? Till March. So we will calculate till March. So till March, how much pension you would have received? Look, he retired on 31st of October. And till March, how many months are there? 5 months. See, actually that uncommuted you will get for years and years. But are we preparing the statement of years and years or only 1 year? Only 1 year, and that too he has retired just fresh in October. So after retirement only 5 months are there. So this 600 per month actually he will get through his life. But I don't want to prepare the statement of his life. I want to prepare statement till March. So multiply by how many months? And this will be taxable. Tell me, how did I know this taxable? This I have taught. You forgot the theories. Uncommuted is taxable. Commuted is exempt. So in my example, what is uncommuted? 600 per month multiplied by 5 months. So that will be taxable. Okay. So see, you don't write anything. Just wait and watch what I have done. Tell me, give me the amount first. How much it is? Don't write. Just see. See the presentation. Look. Pension and then see what I have done. I will present in 2 parts. Can you see that arrow? Below pension, first uncommuted, then commuted. And uncommuted, what I have done? 600 into 5 months. How did I get 5 months? Period after retirement. So, you know students what blunder they do? Here also they multiply by 7 months. And some people multiply by 12 months. They don't think only. If you think properly, you will know pension comes after retirement. That's why in the timeline only, in this area, I had written pension. So that you remind yourself, pension comes in this period after retirement. And see why I have written in the outer column? Taxable. It is fully taxable. Can you see this? Now the main thing is commuted pension. Commuted pension is what? Exempt. So check, is he government employee? In our question, is he government? If he is government, they will write government. Nah? So he is not a government employee, so he is a non-government employee. So for him the rule is 50% and 33%. Okay. Now look here. For the timing, please ignore 33%. Please focus on 50%. So see what I am doing. Look here. Tell me, this person, he commuted how much? 60%. Why 60? It was his choice. He felt that out of the total pension which boss is offering me, please listen carefully. He felt that out of the total pension which boss is offering me, I will take 60% in lump sum. So 60% was his choice. Now what income tax department says, see, if you commute up to 50%, we will exempt you. But employee says, no, I want to commute 60. Your choice. We are not forcing you. But what we are saying, if you commute up to 50%, we will exempt you. Because see, whenever you are confused, what to do? Take half in lump sum, take half monthly. Half means 50%. So income tax department also thinks like this. You are confused, na? You are not able to decide whether I should take monthly or lump sum. You should take half monthly. But now he will say, no, I wanted 60% lump sum. That is your choice, you do what you want. But exemption depends upon the thinking of income tax law. And as per income tax law, if you commute 50%, we will exempt. So you know what you will do now? Look, for commuting 60%, if you received 4,20,000, so for 50%, how much you would have received? That much government will exempt you. See, this 50% which I am saying, it has connection with the rule, it has connection with 60%. In the question that 60% is there, that was in the question. But in the rule what is written? 50%. So you can do cross multiply. That for 60% commutation, you have received 4,20,000. So for 50%, how much you would have received? That much government will exempt. See, basically what government says, if you commute more, you will receive more lump sum. But we don't want to exempt more. We want to exempt up to a limit, and the limit is 50%. You know what students do in mistake? They do half of 4,20,000 only. They just make 4,20,000 as half. See, 4,20,000 is already 60. 4,20,000 is itself 60%. If that is 60, so what is 50? Cross multiply. So see, by cross multiplication, what do you get? Wait, I will show here. I am writing a 50% and then cross multiply. So what is the answer? 3,50,000. So that will be exempt. Okay. So see here, what I have done. Read. See the presentation. In this statement only you should show cross multiplication. See, given figure in the question was 4,20,000. That was for 60%. And as per section 1010A, up to 50% it is exempt. So by cross multiply. Now did you understand why I wanted to explain this with the help of a sum? Because this is working with the method of cross multiplication. And for cross multiplication I needed something like 60. And 60% is given in the question. So without question I could not explain this. That's why I told you, let us take one question and understand in the question. Now in question it is so simple to understand. They will give this 60, 70%, something they will give. See, it will always not be 60, it can be 70%, 80%, some percentage they will give in the question. And with the help of that you cross multiply. Okay?
So if it is 40%,
Okay, see, what is this 50%, limit? Up to 50% if you commute. Up to means up to.
but the maximum
Maximum, so up to that it is exempt. So if employee says, I want to commute only 30%, fully exempt. I want to commute only 45%, fully exempt. I want to commute 55%, oh, then 55 is too much. Then 50% exempt, balance will be taxable. See, actually this rule is for people who wants little bit monthly and little bit lump sum also. And see, even this will happen with you. One day you will also become old. You will also retire. Your company will also give you pension. So that time even you will be in dilemma. What dilemma? Should I take monthly or should I take lump sum? And in case you tell your boss, do one thing, give me 70% in lump sum only. Oh, 70%, then exemption will be only 50. And if you say, give me 40% in lump sum, then fully exempt. Means if you commute 50% of your pension, up till that it is exempt. But here it was up till that or more. More, 60 was more, so partly exempt, partly taxable. And it comes to like this, but see, wait, it is not always 50%. Can you see here? I have also written 33.33%. So see, pay attention, this is the last thing. For pension, it is the last thing. If employee has not received gratuity on retirement, then 50%. If he has received gratuity, 33.33%. Like look here. Check in our question. In our question, who is the employee? Mr. X. He retired. He received pension, but did he receive gratuity? If he would have received, they would have given. Na. So in the whole question, there is no gratuity. That means he has not received gratuity, then 50%. Okay. And if in the question there was gratuity, then 33.33%. What is the logic behind this?
He's receiving gratuity, the government is why to exempt more.
He already got.
Why to exempt?
Already got.
He's already getting more.
See, gratuity is always a lump sum amount. No, gratuity is always a lump sum amount. See, gratuity is not given in piece and parcel. It is a lump sum amount only. So you know what income tax department pays? See, you already received gratuity, it's a big amount. It's a lump sum amount. So take pension on monthly basis. Why you want to make it lump sum? You already received. See, why do we request for lump sum? Because we want some big amount at a time. Like for example, I am in some urgent need. I want to get my son or daughter married, or I want to buy some house. So sometimes you are in need of funds. So that's why you request for lump sum, right? So now what government says, you have already received gratuity, and gratuity is already a lump sum amount. So you should take pension on monthly basis. Okay, up to 33% if you want, you take lump sum. But don't take more lump sum. You take up to 33 because already you have a lump sum figure of gratuity. So why you want so much of lump sum? Means this is the mentality of government. But now employee will say, it is my choice, it is my life. I will do what I want. Okay, you do. But exemption works as per not your choice, as per government's thinking. And the mentality of government is what? An employee who has received gratuity, he already has a big lump sum amount in his hands. So in pension, he should take only little bit lump sum. Little bit means not 50, 33. And if you take up to 33% in lump sum, we will exempt. But tell me, the one who has not received gratuity, like our employee, see, he didn't receive gratuity. So no gratuity means he is not having any lump sum figure. So he is desperate for some lump sum amount. So to him we say, okay, you commute up to 50, okay? This is the thinking, okay? Or see, you can make one kiddish rule also. If the employee has received gratuity, he is already happy. Employee who receive gratuity, they are happy. So they will not give you even more happiness, only 33% exempt. We are already happy with gratuity. But this employee is happy or sad? Sad because his boss didn't give gratuity. See the sad face. Why sad? Because his boss didn't give gratuity, very bad boss. So government will make him happy. Okay, you are sad. We will give you 50% exemption. Okay, you are sad because your boss didn't give gratuity. You will get 50% exemption. For other people, we give 33 only. But because you are sad, we will give you 50% exemption. See, more exemption is good, na? Mean this way also you can remember. But actually the main logic I told you, na, that those who get gratuity, they are already having a big lump sum amount. So they should not take pension in lump sum. Up till 33% is okay. But tell me, in my question, I should have taken 33 or 50? 50. So I have solved correctly as per 50%. Look. But in some question, later you will find there is gratuity. Then you will take 33%. But the method is always cross multiply. Huh? Finish this. Actually, after this statement, you will also have to copy this thing. Huh? First, copy the main statement. I have done the totaling also, see. Done? This also you have to copy, huh? See, this thing of cross multiplication, you can do it with pencil, huh? See, my pencil is this color. Done? Okay, see the final rule appears like this now. See what I have written, look. Below 50% what I have written? If gratuity is not received, means he is sad, he is not receiving gratuity. See, actually we are discussing pension, but it has got connection with gratuity. Because after all, everything happens on retirement only, right? So it is connected with gratuity. So if gratuity is not received, he is sad, we will give him 50% exemption. And vice versa. And then cross multiply, can you see, you have to do cross multiply to find out the answer. Okay. So this is pension, pension is over. Theory of pension is over. Now look here. Next theory. Wait, I'll do one thing. I will, in order actually, wait. Actually, in order, what is the next theory? Leave salary. But if I take up leave salary, the explanation will be little lengthy. And your break time will start. And you will start panicking, okay? So I will not touch leave salary. I will take something small, then I will give the break. Okay? Something small means this thing. Okay? Advance salary, arrears of salary and bonus. This I will take now, and then after break when we resume, we will start with leave salary. This is very important theory, huh? Because this is lengthy and important also. So I am taking what? Advance salary, arrears and bonus. Note number 9. Wait. Look at this. Note number 9. Okay. Now advance salary, arrears of salary, bonus. This if you find in the question, you will have a question what to do. Should I take it taxable or exempt? And you know it is a concern. Why? Because when I say advance salary, it is actually salary of future. You received in advance. You know advance salary, no? Sometimes you are in need of money, you will request your boss that boss give me my salary of next year in advance. Not the whole year, maybe 2-3 months salary of next year, you are requesting that you want in advance. So now the question is what? The salary pertains to next year. So should the tax come next year or this year only because you received it? So see, for this the law is very clear. You know in the income tax law what they have written, read. Salary will be taxable either on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. You know why whichever is earlier? Because government wants the tax as early as possible. So tell me, based on this rule, if you think advance salary will become due next year. See, due means right to receive. When do you have the right to receive? Next year. See, salary of next year you have got right to receive in next year. So it will become due next year. But if you receive now, so whichever is earlier, next year or now? Now. So you have to pay the tax now. And if it is a reverse case, the salary has become due. You will receive later on. It has become due. So pay tax now. Now you cannot say government, my salary has become due, but I have not received, I am waiting. So government will say you keep waiting. Give our tax first. See, basically government wants whichever is earlier. If your salary has become due, pay the tax on due basis. And if you say it has not yet become due, but you have received, so pay the tax on receipt basis. But there is no one fixed rule that it will be due basis only or receipt. It is whichever is earlier. So accordingly, advance salary will always be taxable. Because although it will become due in the next year, but received now and based on whichever is earlier, it will be taxable now. Conclusion, if in the question advance salary comes, you will ignore it or you will write it. You will write it in the outer column. Okay. Then arrears of salary. Now see, arrears here doesn't mean outstanding. Arrears has a different meaning. Look here. Look. With example only you will understand what is arrears of salary. Advance salary is over. Next point is arrears. Now let's assume an employee's salary was 3 lakhs every year. This is just an amount. Assume 3 lakhs. Now employee was requesting boss, sir give me increment, sir give me increment. What is this 3 lakhs? It is nothing. I want 3,40,000. Please remember the figures, huh? He is getting 3 lakhs, but he is wanting 3,40,000. He is requesting boss, sir, please make it 3,40,000. Boss said, you are boss or I am boss? I am boss. I will give you 3 lakhs only. If you want to work, you work, otherwise get lost. So next year again he requested boss, sir, at least now make 3,40,000. Again boss was very arrogant. You will get 3 lakhs only. If you want to work, you work or get lost. So 3 years this fight was going on. For 3 years this fight was going on. What fight? Employee wanted 3,40,000, but boss gave only 3 lakhs. Then finally, in 4th year, employee got frustrated. Now it's too much. He went to the boss and he threatened him. What threat? Now if you don't make the salary 3,40,000, I am going to leave. So boss said, relax, relax, why are you getting so angry? What you wanted? You wanted 3,40,000? Don't worry, I will increase your salary. Don't leave. I will increase the salary to 3,40,000 now. What employee said then, Not now. I want retrospective increase. For the last 3 years, my blood is boiling. I am into depression. I am crying every day. And you are not ready to increase my salary? Now you will have to increase, and not that also not prospectively, retrospectively. You understand prospective and retrospective means what? Prospective means now onwards. And retrospective means from the past. An employee is so angry and he is so fearful, he is saying, you will have to increase my salary, not henceforth, right from the beginning. So now what will happen? Look, assume these 3 years were past 3 years. In the current year, in the present, his salary became 3,40,000. But what did he say? I want the salary to increase retrospectively. You know the word retrospective or not? Retrospective means from the past. So tell me, what is the shortfall in the past?
40,000.
See, 3 lakhs he was given. What was missing? 40, 40, 40. So add 40, 40, 40. So that 1,20,000 he will get now. That is called arrears. Arrears means whenever there is a dispute in the salary, and when the dispute is settled, you get all past salary together in lump sum. Arrears word is used for settlement of dispute. And many times you have a dispute with your boss. See, in factories you have seen, all the workers make a union, they go for a strike. You will have to increase our wages, you will have to increase our salary. And the fight goes for 5, 6 years. And then eventually company says, okay, we will increase your salary retrospectively. So in such cases you get arrears. So in short, I want you to feel the word arrears in what sense? Whenever there is a dispute between the employer and employee, and when the dispute gets settled, you get all backlog of past years. And this will also be taxable. Can you see I have written T? Why taxable? Although the salary pertains to past, but since there was dispute in the past, you didn't pay the tax. Obviously, you will never pay tax on the disputed amount. In the past, you were just requesting. You were not promised. So since in the past, it was under dispute, you didn't pay the tax. But now the dispute is settled. Now you have received also, so pay the tax. In short, arrears, if it comes in the question, taxable. Main thing is you should know why. Because in past it was not taxed. Because the dispute was going on. But now you have received, so it will be taxable. So see what I have written. T for taxable. In short, advance salary is taxable. Arrears of salary is also taxable. Now, bonus. Every employee gets bonus from the boss either at the time of Diwali or any function or for performance. So what should be the treatment of bonus? Even that is taxable, but that is taxable on receipt basis. It's never taxed on accrual basis. Because see, bonus is dicey. Many times boss will promise you, I will give you bonus this Diwali. I will give you bonus, trust me. He will announce and later on he will say, sorry, my mind has changed. I will not give you bonus. You can't even do anything because bonus is a voluntary payment. If employer happily gives, you will take it. But suddenly boss changes his mind. No, sorry, I thought of giving bonus, but I am in financial crisis. I cannot give the bonus. So it is a dicey thing. So this government also knows. That's why what government says, just because the bonus is announced, we will not tax you. Only when you actually receive, we will tax you. Because bonus is always uncertain. Uncertain means doubtful. You may receive, you may not receive. Even if I promised very strongly, trust me dear employees, I promise, I will give you bonus. But still the law doesn't believe. Because it is a voluntary thing, given from your wish. So that's why only when you receive it will be taxed. So see what I have written, read. Taxable on receipt basis. Wait, let me change the color of this, wait. Advance salary taxable, then read. Arrears of salary also taxable and bonus is also taxable but on receipt basis. It is taxable on receipt basis. Wait. The main thing is I have put it in black now. Okay. That's it. So this completes the theory of advance, arrears and bonus. Okay, tell me in the question if they just write bonus. Nothing is given, bonus. Assume it's received. See, whenever problem is silent, make positive assumption. You should always be positive in life. If nothing is given, so assume it is received only. But if they say bonus declared, declared means it is only declared, then ignore it. Don't pass the entry, you have to ignore it because it is declared. As if they just write bonus, we can assume it is received only. Then it will be taxable. Okay, now answer. Bonus of 2020 received now. The year, means year 2021. Year 2021 bonus you received now. Taxable, although it's old bonus. But since you received now, it will be taxable now. Okay. So this is over. So check the status of the topic. Wait. I will just highlight what is done. Huh? See, pension is done. Then right now what I did? Advance, arrears and bonus. So after break what we will do, you know, leave salary, voluntary and retrenchment compensation. Okay. And then see, you will feel that it's about to get over. Boss, this perquisite theory is very lengthy. Most important, the hero of the picture is yet to come. These are all side actors. You know who is the main hero in the picture? Perquisites that I have kept at the end. Means it is a big theory. Okay. What is that I will explain, but don't think that it will get over now. Perquisite is a lengthy theory. Anyways, we'll continue after break. We will start at sharp 1 o'clock. Okay.